It's finally happening. The new trailer for Jurassic World Rebirth comes out this Tuesday, and they announced this with a teaser clip that already shows so much new stuff. Let's quickly dive in and subscribe for a new trailer reaction and analysis next week. The new teaser gives us extended looks at the Mosasaurus scene, the T-Rex River Raft scene, and the D-Rex lab scene. This Mosasaurus scene is going to be so epic. It's going to reshape my entire personality. I love this so much. In the new clips, we can see that the Mosasaurus leaps out of the water several times, so not just the one breach that we saw in the initial trailer. And I'm very happy that she's doing this party trick several times because it looks so majestic, but at the same time, it's so terrifying because it really shows the size of the Mosasaurus in relation to the boat, in relation to the humans. So with the initial leap, it's really just showing off her size. We can also see the patterning on the back of the Mosasaurus. Honestly, oh, this Mosasaurus is so gorgeous. I love it so much more than the original, and I already liked the original quite a bit, to be honest. But yeah, she's just showing off her size, showboating, if you will. She comes crashing down, and Jonathan and Scarlett are appropriately shocked. Well, maybe Jonathan a little bit more so. Excuse me, Dr. Henry Loomis. And the next time it pops up, it comes much closer to the boat, and it actually rocks the boat so violently that it throws Henry and Zora off to the side. And Zora even goes over the railing, but she manages to hold on with her legs hooked over the railing. And just before the Mosa comes up again to snap at her, Henry pulls her back on board, like just in the nick of time. And this looks terrifying. This right here, this shot is just, oh, it's so incredible. Okay, so the next scene that we get a better look at in this teaser trailer is the river raft scene with the T-Rex. And what this teaser confirms for us is that the T-Rex does indeed swim. So the initial trailer had us wondering if maybe the T-Rex just sort of stands on the riverbank, or maybe just with its feet in the water snapping at the characters in the raft. It didn't quite look like it was going to swim, but it definitely does. It even fully submerges itself as it chases after the raft. And you can see them like paddling in a total panic, but the Rex like easily keeps up with them, and then it bursts out and it flips the raft. It puts all the characters in the water. And over the course of the first trailer and several teasers and behind the scenes stuff, we've actually seen quite a bit of the river raft scene, so I'm gonna do a dedicated video on that as soon as we have this second trailer, because I'm assuming we're gonna get some more looks at it. I think at this point we can piece this scene together pretty much from start to finish. So, subscribe for that and all of the other analysis stuff coming very soon. But yeah, I'm definitely very happy to have it confirmed that the T-Rex does indeed swim, as it does in the novel scene that they are referencing here. At a certain point, you could also wonder, would it have been nice if they had saved this as a surprise for the movie? Yeah, maybe. That is always a risk with trailers, right? Like, what is showing just enough to get people excited? Like, it does get me really excited to see that the T-Rex swims just like how it did in the novel. Is it too much? I think that's probably going to depend on, from person to person, I think that's going to vary. But personally, I have no self-restraint. I'm gonna be watching this trailer. The curiosity is gonna kill the cat in this case. I have to see it. So the third scene that this teaser trailer shows us more of is the D-Rex lab scene. And we can even see that it says D-Rex on, the containment chamber, engulfed in red smoke. So this is going to be a flashback scene. It's going to be the start of the film. And it takes place 17 years before, the main timeline of the movie. So, the main events of the movie when our characters go back to the island. So this takes place 17 years prior. And it appears to be showing, the catastrophic events that lead to the escape of the D-Rex. So one of the lab personnel gets locked up in the chamber with the D-Rex, and we can see him like with his hand on the glass, like begging to be let out. Unfortunately for him though, he's not being let out, and the D-Rex like sneaks up behind him, grabs him, and flips him upside down. I do quite like this. Like visually, I think this is pretty fun, and at the same time terrifying. Does that make sense? It makes sense in my head. Like, they're he's upside down. It's a little bit funny, but at the same time, it's also like, it's creepy. It's creepy. It definitely once and for all puts to rest the theory that went around at the time of the first trailer that the D-Rex wasn't gonna kill this guy. I think the D-Rex's intentions here are pretty clear, and what we know now more about the D-Rex is that, it's not only supposed to be terrifying, it's supposed to be invoking pity as well. I think we can conclude that this animal has been mistreated as like this science experiment gone wrong. So I think it has every right to turn this man upside down and inside out. Now, something interesting that is revealed in this teaser that I do want to address is something about this character. So this trailer that we are going to be seeing on Tuesday was already shown at CinemaCon weeks ago. And the journalists who were at that event, who described this trailer in their articles, they said, or at least one of them said, that the character who locks this man up with the D-Rex was Scarlett Johansson's character, Zora. But this does not look like Scarlett Johansson, so I think that's another thing that the journalists who saw this trailer first got wrong. Unless I'm getting it wrong, very possible. I'm autistic. I struggle when humans emote, and that includes struggling to recognize them. But I'm pretty sure that this is not Scarlett Johansson. So this is not Zora. This is not part of Zora's backstory, which means that, Zora's backstory remains a mystery to us, because I don't believe her to now have been a part of this scene at all. That concludes this teaser trailer. Let me know in a comment down below what you thought of it, and will you be watching the second trailer coming out on Tuesday, or will you try to sit it out to keep some surprises for yourself when the movie comes out in July? Let me know, and of course, if you do plan on seeing the trailer and you want to see my reaction and my analysis, subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for watching, liking, subscribing, and until next time, the wait is almost over.